following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is qualifying for the first race in the chase for season number 7 of the NRLOA Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We come to the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Krystal Night Race at Bristol. And we begin, as always, with uncharted qualifying. So none of these guys in the chase, so not really much to talk about out of these guys. Jake West is in the 36 this weekend. Sebastian Cucalon in the 71. I believe he finished second in Indianapolis last weekend for the Turkey Hill Series. Nick Smith, who won the Pengrade 250 at Indianapolis in the Turkey Hill Series. He's doing pretty good over there in the Turkey Hill Series as of late. And he is currently in number 85. He actually raced the All-Star Open in the number 67 for North State on Tuesday. But his normal rides for Friesen. But he was eligible for the All-Star race. Or for the All-Star Open, I should say, because he was one of the top 4 guys in the point standings over there in the Turkey Hill Series. Jake West has been doing a great job. He's been in his 36 quite a bit as of late. And he is currently the fastest guy here in uncharted qualifying. Remember, top 2 drivers advance onto the show. They will race in tomorrow night's race, as well as go for the pole position with the other 40 full-time drivers, including those 10 chase drivers, which we will show you guys a special thing we did to their race cars. I mean, it's not really that special, but the first time I've ever actually done it. So you guys will see it once we get to qualifying, the main qualifying session here for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series at Bristol. Jordan Lopes in the number 98. And Casey Hoffman, who almost won in Indianapolis. And we'll have to see what he does later tonight as well. I think he's starting up front later tonight. So might want to watch out for him there. But Casey Hoffman in the 97. 18's Cookie Helms, who won one of the segments in the All-Star race yesterday, so congratulations to him on that. Didn't get the win in the All-Star race, but still nice to see him back in that ride. Dale Salzmann, one of the veterans. He's actually still never driven full-time in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series before, but he's back in the Tanker Motorsports machine. And for the first time in quite a while, the number 67 is not Mark Davidson. It's Cameron Gadue this weekend. Finished, I believe, 11th at Indianapolis in the Turkey Hill Series. And he's back in the North State ride, looking to possibly race his way into the race he actually won. I think it was in season number 2. It's either season 2 or season 4. One of those seasons in there. I can't remember. We've had a lot of races at Bristol in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. I think we've had, coming up to this race, 8 of them. If I'm not mistaken. If not, maybe 9, possibly. Can't quite remember. We actually did used to have 2 races here at Bristol. We only have 1 now, which is a good thing. This track's a little screwy at times. If you watched last year's race, you would understand why. But how about this? Top 2 guys in last week's Turkey Hill Series race at Indianapolis were 1-2. It's now Jordan Lopes and Sebastian Cucalon. So Lopes now the fastest guy. And you know what? I think he got a draft on the 67. A place like Bristol and you get a draft. Yeah, I mean, it's fast enough that you can. So Lopes fastest right now in uncharted qualifying, with Cucalon second fastest. And right now it would be those 2 drivers advancing on to the Krystal Night Race at Bristol. 98 was won at Pocono with Matt Tuck in the ride. And they're going for their second win with Beast Racing. Beast Racing, unfortunately, did not get any of their drivers in the chase. They got 2 wins of Zachary Fitzwater. He fell outside the top 30 in points. William Brock was deep in the points, and Tristan Allen was the guy who just barely missed it on that team. But Beast Racing has gotten 3 wins on the season. And another team that has gotten a lot of wins, they've gotten a quarter of the wins up to this point. That's Hamill Racing Enterprises. All 3 of their full-time drivers and their uncharted driver of Cookie Helms won. None of their drivers made the chase either, yet they won a quarter of the season. That is how the new system has really played into the hands of those guys who have been consistent, because under the old system, I don't think we would have seen Nicholas Samedier or Elijah Gordon in the chase. But now they're in the chase, and they get to drive for a championship because they were consistent enough to make it in one of the top 25% of the best drivers to run so far during the regular season, and that's what they get awarded with. So, congratulations to all the drivers making the chase. This new system's definitely going to be fun. It's a strict points championship from here on out between those 10 drivers. And it's going to be fun to see who gets it done. And Helms just got it done. Just shot himself the second. Pushed Cucalon out. And I think we're going to end up with only 18 more seconds left. It's going to be Jordan Lopes and Helms in the Krystal night race at Bristol. Here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Season number 7. Race 21. Race 1 of 10 in the chase. Congratulations, Jordan Lopes and Helms. You're both on your way to racing at the last great Coliseum tomorrow night. You're also going to be going for the pole right now here from Bristol. Let's see who gets it done. Let's see what those chase drivers do. This is one of those places where you start means quite a bit. So let's go ahead and line these guys up for the Krystal night race at Bristol. And here we go, ready to qualify from the Bristol Motor Speedway in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season number 7. The first race of the chase tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern, right over there on Napa Fan. And as you can see, the chase drivers have that red banner on the top of their race car, so you can easily identify them on the racetrack. When we have the finishing results go through, there is no marker for them anymore because the name would change. That would mess up score 4. But it's quite obvious who the chase drivers are on the racetrack, and there are only 10 of them. Brad Stover, who has the points lead, had all those bonus points, got 2 wins, and was the regular season champion. 2019 points for him. John Stewart, 7 behind. Roger Ray is 10 behind, Stuart Gretton 12 behind, Cody Sill 12 behind, Justin Heath is 13 behind, Michael Canto 15 points behind, Diego Yepes 16 behind, Elijah Gordon 17 behind, and Nicholas Samidio 18 behind, I should say. They are the only drivers in the chase. One of those 10 drivers will be your Season 7 Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion. Right now, fastest guy on the racetrack is Aaron Walpole, who almost won at Indianapolis last week. Even if he did win it, I don't think he would have made it into the chase. But still, either way, it was a great run for him. And he's trying to get something there for American Motorsports. American has one of the drivers in the chase. That's Diego Yepes, right there in the number 32. And right now we got another chase driver who is fastest, and that is Stuart Gretton. But the All-Star Race winner, and Gretton just beat him back. How about that? Gretton is ready for this chase. He's ready for a championship for North State Racing. There he is. He's now down to 3rd as Christian Vargas and Julio Cesar just went 1-2. But at the moment, Gretton would start in the 3rd position. Tristan Allen beat him, and Gretton beat him again. And as you can see rather clearly there, the red banner on Gretton's machine. And that marks all the chase drivers right there. If you got that red banner, you're fighting for a championship. And it's a strict points championship between now and Homestead. So no more resets, no more eliminations. You gotta be consistent in these next 10 races if you're one of those 10 chase drivers. But you also got 30 other guys out there on the racetrack. Actually 32, I should say, who are trying to race for a win alongside you. So it's gonna be fun. Bringing back the original chase format that was used in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out here for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and I think it's going to be very fun. And we got another chase driver in 3rd. That is Michael Canto in the number 15, who kind of surprised me, honestly. He really did not contend for many wins. He started on the pole twice this season. We're trying to locate him here on the racetrack. There he is. He consistently found his way in the chase, and now all of a sudden he's one of the 10 drivers in the chase. I mean, if there's anybody in this chase who's a dark horse, one guy we really haven't put much focus on, it's Michael Canto. I mean, Yepes was up there the entire season. We saw what happened with Justin Heath. We've been talking about him a lot. Nicholas Samidio, Elijah Gordon, Stuart Gretton, they're high-caliber veterans. And speaking of high-caliber, Michael Canto might just get his 3rd pole of the season because he just went to the top of the board in the number 15. But I mean, I think of all the guys in the chase, the guy we have talked about the least is this guy, Michael Canto, and it's great to see him do so well in his rookie season. The Chick-fil-A Cup Series has never had a rookie champion before. Now, if there was any season for that to happen, it's this one. because we have 6 of 10 drivers who are rookies in the chase right now, so we'll have to see how it all goes down. But Michael Canto, great run for him there. Nathan Stapleton is now in the 2nd position, and the defending winner of this race is now 4th because Ace Garcia just took the 2nd position away from Nathan Stapleton. Canto almost went underneath 15 seconds. That is blisteringly fast right there. Great run for Michael Canto in that Chevrolet. You know, this is really odd. Another odd thing here. In the Manufacturers' Championship, Chevrolet is last. Yet they have more drivers in the chase than any other manufacturer. They got Michael Canto, they got Cody Sill, they got Justin Heath, and they got Elijah Gordon. Toyota only has Nicholas Amadio and Roger Ray. And then Ford only has Diego Yepes. That leaves Brad Stover, John Stewart, and Stuart Gretton, the only Chevrolet, or Dodges I should say, that are in the chase. And we just had a Chevy go to the top of the board, another one, and another chase driver. And you know what? Here's another guy we really didn't talk about much over the season. Now, he was in the top 10 practically the entire season. Cody Sill in the number 37, who has put together quite an impressive sophomore year. Right now the fastest guy here in Bristol qualifying. We got a pretty hefty top 5 right there. We got Cody Sill, Michael Canto, a couple of chase drivers, Patrick Smith the 4th. Great run for him right there. But Cody Sill right now the fastest guy here at Bristol. We still got 4 minutes remaining here in this session as well, so a lot of time left to determine the starting lineup for the Krystal Night Race. Ace Garcia, I think it was Jordan Carter actually, who went the 5th. So the 26 right now, 5th. Great run for Jordan Carter. McMillan, our defending winner of this race, is 7th fastest right now. And he won that race. I mentioned it earlier, how he won it, I think. No, I was just testing my recordings. But Garrett Senor was the dominant guy at that race last year, but there was a late race caution. Senor had to come down the pit lane, and McMillan was the next guy in line, and McMillan took the win away, and Senor definitely has that on his mind. He did pretty good, 12th fastest right now. Don't necessarily want to be on the outside here at Bristol, but we'll have to see how that goes down for him during the race, if he stays there or not. But right now, Cody Sill, chase driver fastest. Michael Canto, another chase driver, 2nd fastest. Ace Garcia, Patrick Smith, Jordan Carter, Nathan Stapleton, Daniel McMillan, Juan Garcia, Christian Vargas, Zachary Fitzwater. The only 2 chase drivers in the top 10 are Cody Sill and Michael Canto. And they are definitely showing their stuff here tonight. Other chase drivers in the field. Next one in line is really deep. It's Brad Stover, who's actually the 3rd chase driver in line. 22nd. Nicholas Samidio, 4th in line, 23rd. Yepes, 24th. I'm trying to find some others. Gratton and Elijah Gordon, 29th and 30th. John Stewart, 34th. Justin Heath, 37th. Roger Ray, 39th. And I think that's it. I think those are the only chase drivers we got. But a lot of them deep in the field, but we got 2 of them on the front row. And that's great news for Cody Sill and Michael Canto. Like I said, a strict points championship. You get that jump, you keep that consistency up, you're going to be the champion of the series. And right now we might just be seeing that. But it's only the first race of the chase, and we haven't even started the race yet. So a lot can go down between now and the end of tomorrow night. We could see somebody like Roger Ray move their way from the back to the front and possibly get the win. But Roger Ray, right now the slowest chase driver in qualifying, 39th. Not at all what he wants to see. But it's 10 races to determine a champion here, so quite a bit of time. And, you know, it's not as much of a rush as it used to be. It's not 3 races and an elimination. You got 10 races, and you can work your way. In, like, 5 races, you can work your way from 10th to 1st. It's very possible to do that. But each race builds on the other one, so you got to be good in all of them if you're going to have a shot at the championship. And if you're making top 5, top 10 each one of these chase races, you don't have to get a win. You're going to be the champion, most likely. That's all it takes, really, and we'll have to see if Cody Sill or Michael Canto can do that tomorrow night. They're going to be on the front row for the Krystal Night Race at Bristol, most likely. We still got a minute left, so we're not quite there yet. But it's looking pretty good for Cody Sill, the only driver under 15 seconds here in qualifying. He's got a really fast race car there for Cody Motorsports. This single car team actually owned by Cody Sill as well. He was the All-Star race winner from last year. And I'm sure Cody Sill would love to win the championship so we can keep that 37 team running next year. If not, the 37 team will go away. That's how those owner-driver teams work. They are not eligible to be bought or return if the driver does not win the championship or the All-Star race. So, I mean, we got both of those owner-drivers in the chase, that being Cody Sill and Elijah Gordon, but only one of them can win the championship. Now, Gordon is retiring, so considering that he is retiring, he actually can return his team. You can't return your team being an owner-driver if you don't win the championship. I rephrase that, if you want to just own the team, you can have a different driver put in. You can do that if you'd like to, but if you do decide to keep your team, you cannot drive. So, my apologies for not clarifying that correctly, but still, Cody Sill is going to start on the pole for tomorrow night's Krystal night race here at Bristol, and that is definitely a huge, huge thing for him. But you got Michael Cantor right there on his outside. I think both of those guys are going to get huge points days, or huge points nights, I should say, because this race is at night for the Krystal night race to open up the chase. And that's exactly what you want to do in this 10-race championship, to see if you can get that championship. And it's races like this, if you can finish where you're going to start right here, you're going to have a good chance of winning that championship. But there's going to be a lot of other guys looking for the win tomorrow night, so we might not necessarily see Cody Sill and Michael Cantor get the win. But either way, we're in store for a good one tomorrow night for the Krystal night race. Cody Sill, pole from Bristol. Speaking a little too fast right there. Michael Canto on the outside. Pole, Ace Garcia, Patrick Smith, Jordan Carter, Nathan Stapleton, Daniel McMillan, Guan Garcia, Christian Vargas, and Zachary Fitzwater, the top 10. Take a look at the rest of the results, and the veterans definitely hung out there from 11th to 20th. A lot of veterans right there. Only Julio Cesar, the only rookie in those positions. And then take a look at the back. And this has definitely not been the case all season, where the rookies have been deep in the field. The lowest veteran is 34th. That hasn't happened all season, but it happened here tonight. Look at all those rookies down there. This is a tough racetrack, and it might be a little bit hard on the rookies, so we'll just have to see. Cody Sill is a veteran, so we'll have to see what he does in tomorrow night's race. Do have a few ties there. Gratton's going to get it on Trey Bartow. Turner's going to get it on Blaine Keys. Stewart's going to stay ahead of Cookie Helms right there for that tie. Nicholas Samadillo and Diego Yepez. Yepez has a tiebreaker on Samadillo for that one. Cameron Garlington and Alexander Rowe tied. I believe Garlington has that tiebreaker. And I think that's it of the ties. So, yes, that is. So, we'll break all of those for tomorrow night. Get you guys the official starting lineup in the race, and it's going to be a fun one from the Bristol Motor Speedway, the Krystal Night Race at Bristol for the first race in the chase of Season 7 in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Cody Sill, and I will see you guys later.